not my finest week, I'm afraid. It's been very, very difficult at work for a number of reasons. So that hasn't made this week any easier. But the main news for this week is that the experiment with the carbamazepine has come to an unfortunate end. One of the things I didn't realise until after work one day was that carbamazepine has an interesting side effect which nobody told me about, and that is that it reduces the effectiveness of sertraline. Well, who would have thought? I'm a little bit angry because I did specifically tell my doctor that I was on sertraline and that I had to make sure that that was stable. I'm on a very small dose of sertraline. It's only 50 milligrams. You know, usually the sort of level at which they're treating people at is 200 to 300 milligrams. And the amount that he was advising me to go up to on the carbamazepine was 400 milligrams. Well, naturally that had the effect of basically making me feel like I hadn't been on the pills at all throughout the whole thing. And that's quite a long time, actually. And so I had an anxiety attack, and naturally an acute anxiety attack. I thought, now this is a bit strange because I shouldn't really be getting this. You know, it had been a bad week, but I felt specifically susceptible to it. And that's when I looked up online and found out that it's one of the things that can happen. When I discovered that, I quit the course of carbamazepine altogether. I just dropped it like a hot coal, and I continued with the sertraline, as in fact I'd never stopped, although it had stopped working, and it started working again, and during the week I sort of got back to my usual self, but then of course I did have to face a number of days of the side effects of sertraline, which happen if I, you know, skip a couple of days with the pills. It's not good. It's not good. And it was what I was afraid of. Apart from the fact that the carbamazepine wasn't working anyway. I mean, it took the edge off, possibly, but because the varying degrees of pain anyway, you can't tell whether it was just naturally less painful or whether the drug was having an effect. The same with the amount, you know, it was dropping from about 6 or 7 to 5 roughly a day, but that could just have been the natural change. It's, as far as I'm concerned, it didn't work, and that's what I'm going to tell him. I know that you have to fight these doctors to get this sort of thing sorted out, so generally it has been a pretty crappy week in more ways than one, and all I can say is thank goodness for the fact that the garden is thriving in the warm weather over this weekend, and that I managed in fact to enjoy my Sunday lunch with my parents and then go out to Brookside Nurseries and see the plants and help my mum do hanging baskets and stuff like that, because other than that it's a week that I simply want to forget.